Do you recall the old MAD, or mutually assured destruction policy, that basically governed the way the United States and the Soviet Union dealt with each other over the years? I grew up under that. The idea of mutually assured destruction. If one person pushed the button, a flurry of missiles on both sides would fly and everybody would die. And therefore, this strategy would ensure that nobody pushes the button. It pushes everybody back from the brink, knowing that if anybody stepped over, then everybody would die. And I'm not a real fan of that strategy, but it seems to me that there was a certain balance to it, knowing that, look, there's absolutely no reason for us to get into this fight. We can step back from the edge. We can discuss things. We can, I don't know, maybe back away from being so set on particular items, minutia, if you would. I mean, obviously, and we're not talking about whether or not the world is going to be under domination of one side or the other anymore. There's virtually a hegemony. The United States pretty much won the Cold War, according to most estimates. What's going on right now, however, is that the United States has kind of flipped from where it was as a purveyor of capitalism, of free speech, of freedom of movement. And now we are the ones that are building walls, banning newspapers and other reporters. The United States has basically, I think, assumed the role that the Soviet Union had back in the 1950s, 60s, 70s. And you see what's going on right now with Russia and China and these other countries arming themselves against American aggression. And I think that there's an awful lot to it. The problem right now is that a new report just came out that shows that the United States has apparently gotten to a point where we could launch a first strike and wipe out any other country's possible mutual assured destruction. This is something that the U.S. was trying for decades, to get to that point of saying, hey, look, if we hit them first, then we win. It's kind of like the Dr. Strangelove approach to life. Did you ever see that movie, Peter Sellers? The whole I love that movie because it really shows the madness behind men that are so fixated on war that they can't seem to see a way to peace except to kill everybody else. We're going to have peace after we've killed them all. It seems like we're heading back to that point of view right now, and it's disturbing to me because neighbors can't live that way. Family members can't live that way. Why do we think that it's possible or even acceptable, much less a good thing, for countries to live that way? Something to consider, and maybe you have a viewpoint on this. You'd like to exchange some words with me. Send me an email, steve@radiofreespeech.com. Soon we'll have a phone line up in here, and we'll be able to actually have some conversations that we can record and put up on the website as well. In the meantime, send me an email. Tell me what you think about this. Are we headed back toward the idea of an arms race? Because right now it looks like other countries need to arm themselves against United States aggression. Am I wrong? Am I looking at this the wrong way? Tell me about it. And if you like what I'm doing, please support me either through Patreon or by buying a subscription at radiofreespeech.com. Email me if you'd like details on how you can do so without having a credit card. Steve@radiofreespeech.com. Thanks.